Hello Lonnie Squad, I'm Lenny, and like you read in the title, I'm going to be talking about a new emerging fashion trend style. As you saw in the title, again, it's called Y3K. And if you've been on the internet for the past few years, you will have heard of the term Y2K, and you will have seen the style Y2K. And obviously Y2K refers to styles of the early 2000s that we're bringing back. So now, what is Y3K? Y3K, when I first heard of it, it was from a TikTok about 6 months ago, and I will link that TikTok below because when I was doing my research on Y3K, that's pretty much the only like video or form of media that I could find that could really explain Y3K to me. So I'm gonna link it below. But Y3K is a style that has formed in response to how social media and technology are just taking over so much of our lives now. Sorry, I'm reading from my notes. But yeah, that's pretty much why it formed. And I've also seen people say that like it is pretty much just like how we think people are going to be dressing in the future, because the style again is very futuristic. Because for some fucking reason it's like a popular theme on Dress to Impress, and so people will go on like TikTok and she'll be like, what is Y3K? And so there's lots of videos about Dress to Impress and Y3K. Also, if I put pictures up here on Y3K outfits and they're all Dress to Impress, I'm sorry, there's just lots of Dress to Impress when I look up Y3K for some reason. But yeah, so that's what Y3K is, and it is an emerging style in Japan, but the Japanese people have credited the Chinese app Xiaohongshu and the K-pop group aespa on kind of creating this aesthetic. And this style has lots of metallic colors, you know, like silver, black, white, gray, blue, green, purple, like metallic colors, and like cool toned colors. You don't really see like pink or like orange, you know, in this style, or at least in the pictures that I saw. Some kind of elements that I saw in Y3K, there's lots of cool eyeliner, you know, just like not a regular wing, like cool eyeliner shapes, and just like shapes on your face. Yeah. There's like lots of cyber sigillism for some reason, like cyber sigillism designs on the shirts, on the pants, on the eyeliner. Also lots of baggy jeans, which contrasts in Y2K style, which they weren't wearing skinny jeans. That wasn't like a thing until the mid to late 2000s, but in Y2K they were definitely wearing more kind of straight-legged or boot-cut jeans, but not like super baggy jeans like how we wear today. I saw lots of like skirts with leg warmers, like mini skirts with leg warmers too. I don't know, just like cool accessories, like asymmetrical cuts or just like random cuts on the clothes and shit like that. Now that is pretty much just like Y3K. Like, you know, there's not really much to talk about it because it is a new aesthetic. There's not much information on it, there's not much people doing it. So yeah, there's already been people dressing like Y3K since the late 90s and early 2000s, because Y3K is essentially just Y2K, like the original Y2K aesthetic. So the term Y2K originates in the late 90s, and it was actually like a scare, like a technology scare. A rough summarization of it, because I wasn't alive back then, but like a rough summarization of it was back in the day, back in like the 90s, computers, instead of having the date system like how we have it now, which is 2 digits for the month, 2 digits for the day, and then 4 digits for the year, instead of having it 224, what it was back then, it was 2 digits for the day, 2 digits for the month, and 2 digits for the year. So a date would be input, like today, August 1st, it would be what month is it? It'd be 080199 if it was year 99. It would be 99 instead of 1999. And so people were thinking about this. They were like, oh my god, what is it going to be at the turn of the millennium? It's just going to be 00, and computers going to think that we're back in the 1900s, or you know, shit like that. Like, computer, they're going to be confusing, like, what the fuck, you know. And so people thought that because of this, when the clock struck midnight on January 1st 2000, that you know, computers are going to go haywire and they're going to have meltdowns, and elevators are going to stop working, and trains are going to crash, and planes are going to fall down, and banks are going to lose all their money, you know, shit like that. So it was like scary for, especially because, you know, technology was pretty new, and like everyone had just got their home computers, and like, you know, even though computers are pretty new, it was still the time where I feel like most like doctors had all your information on computers, banks had all your information on computers, you know, shit like that. Like that whole thing was all pretty new, so it scared people. People were taking their money out the bank, people were selling their businesses and shit. Like it was scary. Also, I think because of the turn of the millennium, it kind of also made people a little nervous. But the world did not end, the banks didn't stop working, the planes didn't just fall out of the sky, you know, so everything was fine. That is where the term Y2K originates from, and obviously it has become different now. So the original Y2K aesthetic is actually it is from the years of like 1998 to 2002. I feel like that's kind of my rough estimation of the Y2K fashion trend. And again, Y2K has lots of silvers, blues, whites, blacks, gray, purple, green, you know, cool toned, metallic, glitter, you know, shit like that. Lots of cool cuts. Like I mentioned earlier, not baggy jeans, but like boot cut or straight leg jeans, like not ever really super skinny jeans. Glitter, butterflies, fucking tube tops and shit like that. I'm just gonna put some pictures. But yeah, like that was pretty much Y2K. And so there's a really big similarity in Y3K and Y2K, and I feel like, just in my mind, Y3K is pretty much just a knockoff of what the original Y2K aesthetic was. Even though, like I said earlier, Y3K has emerged as kind of this response to how technology and social media are taking over our lives. Y2K sort of emerged as just like what people thought that we were going to be dressing like in the new millennium. Obviously we're dressing pretty much the same now, like literally the same. We have Y2K now, like but yeah, like it was very futuristic, very technology driven, just like, I don't know, watch any music videos from the late 90s, look up any photo shoots of any celebrities from the late 90s, and you will see what I'm talking about. You will see this aesthetic, because I feel like this is such a like a, I don't know, like a big aesthetic. Like you were not I don't think you were really seeing people wearing like shimmery jeans, like metallic jeans and super small tube tops and shit like that, or like out in the streets, you know. Maybe that was like a going out outfit in the 90s, but like that was not an everyday outfit. This was pretty much mostly just worn by celebrities. That's kind of all I'm gonna say. Y2K is pretty much just a knockoff of Y2K, and well, the original kind of style of Y2K, because Y2K has sort of become this umbrella term for pretty much any trend or aesthetic that we pick up from the early 2000s and we bring into to the mainstream now. When Y2K was first emerging, and I saw people say that like Juicy Couture and like tracksuits and Ed Hardy, fucking Harley Davidson were like Y2K, I was like, no, that's not Y2K, because like, you know, Y2K is more of like technology and Oakley glasses and shit like that. Fucking LEI and shit, you know. Like, it wasn't like Y2K is not this, it's this. I'm gonna put pictures. I feel stupid right now being like this and this, but I'm gonna put pictures, okay? Yeah, Y2K has sort of become just this umbrella term of any sort of trend of the early 2000s, which is fine when I think about it, because it genuinely still pisses me off when people say that like Juicy Couture is Y2K. Like, that is not Y2K. That is like 2008. It's like 2005, 2008, you know. You know what, you bitches will never bring back the the trend of literally just the color brown of the year 2005, the year of our Lord 2005. That was a blessed year because I was born. Yeah. You know what we need to bring back? Glitter jeans. I literally would die for a pair of glitter jeans. I want glitter jeans so fucking bad. Like, you don't understand. But yeah, we need to bring that back. But I mean, like, yeah. Summary of this video: TLDR, Y3K is a knockoff of the original Y2K aesthetic, and the term Y2K has become an umbrella term for any sort of trend of the early 2000s that we are bringing into the mainstream now in 2024. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.